Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And those of you who saw my previous video will know that I'm currently on vacation. So before we start today's video, quick reminder of the $1 Million Challenge. For anybody who's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years, using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. And currently the challenge is progressing quite nicely, and we have one member doing exceptionally well with a target achievement potentially much earlier than expected. So for further details in terms of how to join us on the challenge, details are in the description below. In the previous video we looked at tick symbol MMTLP. There was a response from George and there was some analysis and comments on the response. We also looked at an update for tick symbol MULM, Mullen Automotive. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel, so please refer back to the previous video for updates on tick symbol MULN. Today's video I'm going to be looking at an update for tick symbol ABML, also known as American Battery Technology Company. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel, and for those of you who know, been following the channel earlier, you will know that this is a stock that I'm quite bullish on. So we're going to have a look at the chart for the previous 5 days. So on the screen here you can see close of play on the Friday. This stock was up in excess of 5%, closing at $1.43. However, over the previous 5 days the stock is up a very healthy 32%. At one point it was trading around a support of just above $1, and there we can see on the 30th of March 2022 there was a significant increase in volume, increase in the RSI to just in excess of 70, and then we show a very sharp increase in the price where it went in excess of $1.40. So it has shown strong support just over $1.40 from around about the 30th of March. There was a little dip on the 31st where it went below $1.30, but again quickly regaining strong support above the $1.40 mark. So right now we're looking at strong momentum. There has been some positive news, so that was covered in one of my previous videos. So let's now have a look at the latest developments for tick symbol ABML. So for those of you who saw the previous video, there was an update with regard to an announcement from the Biden government looking at a significant boost for the EV sector, for the battery recycling center. And I'd like to share with you now a headline from the 1st of April 2022. This is from Yahoo Finance, and we have a response from the company, very positive. So the headline here you'll be able to see on the screen: American Battery Technology Company accepts presidential challenge to secure domestic supply of critical and strategic battery metals. So we looked at significant shortages of minerals in the previous video, so please refer back to the previous video. But let's look at the next part of the article in terms of what was featured here. So if we look at the screen here, we know that there are a significant critical supply of important minerals, and these are necessary for the EV sector and also necessary for battery recycling. So especially in the USA. So in terms of battery recycling, in the article we can see President Biden is aware of this challenge, and the company have now said they're going to look at potentially securing a domestic supply of for critical and strategic battery metals through environmentally and socially responsible means. So that is essential for the US. It's also going to be essential for Europe and worldwide, everywhere where we're looking at growth of the EV sector. So we have a quote here from the president. So he stated here: "We're the only nation that has turned every crisis we've ever faced into an opportunity." So we're looking at the crisis in Ukraine and critical short supply right now of oil, significant increase in the price of oil. So if we can get some more reliance and sustainability in the recycling of battery technology, that will certainly help. So, and then at the bottom we have quotation from the company side of things, and from the company side of things we're looking at ABTC. This is uniquely positioned to support the president, his approach to accelerate the domestic and environmentally socially responsible manufacturing and refining capacity of battery metals. So this is, again, is a quote from Ryan Meltzer, the CEO. He's responded very positively And he's also stated here that we have the support and we have the opportunity, the imperative and the responsibility to work collectively to support this transition to a lower carbon infrastructure. While there are large amounts of battery cell and electric vehicle manufacturing capacity under construction in the US, the President has accurately identified that there is a large void in this section. So the company are aware of this. The company are still in the early stages of operation. However, we're going to be sharing with you shortly an update of the pilot plant progression. So let's now just focus on the final part of this article. So in the final part of the article, we have a more detailed response from the ABTC team, and they are basically stating here that they are currently commercializing the first of a kind. So we're looking at a unique processing train for the manufacturing of battery-grade lithium hydroxide from its Nevada-based sedimentary claystone resources, and this is part of the company's Tonopah Flats Lithium Exploration Project. This has been recently supported with an award, and this award is in the form of a grant from the US Department of Energy. So again, very positive news from the company. And the company have also stated here it's also in association with a partnership with DuPont. So the technologies for processing the train were developed through rigorous first principles physics-based design and have also been demonstrated at bench scale to produce these battery lithium products with a disruptive step change improvement in environmental footprint. So the technology and the capability of the company is, I think, and I believe is second to none. It's just a case of them being able to complete the pilot plant, generate some revenue, and I think then the significant contracts will come, and I think most people who invest in this company are in it for the long term. So finally, at the bottom, we can see the company right now are developing and commercializing an in-house design set of technologies for the recycling of lithium-ion batteries. So again, that's a critical need. And also looking at the recovery and manufacturing of key battery metals. This includes lithium, nickel, cobalt, manganese, and copper. So in the previous video, we talked about the critical shortages of most of these, and I think the most critical shortage is copper. So with the company working on this as well, again, that's very, very significant. So the company is currently under construction. We're looking at a pre-commercial lithium-ion battery recycling plant north of Nevada, and also going through a commercial stage development and demonstration project in collaboration with BASF C4V through an award that I'm sure many of you have been following the stock will be aware that this was a grant that was awarded by the Department of Energy in collaboration with the US ABC. So overall, great, fantastic potential for the company, especially in the long term. Let's now have a look at an update from the company, and this is for the site development. So we can see here, this is just a quick snapshot from their Instagram page, and we can see the roof is on, and they've also stated here on their post, steel deck roofing is being installed over the space frames and preparations have begun for the phase 2 process building foundation slab. So again, as far as I've seen, everything is going on track. Potentially not on track, but maybe even a little bit ahead of schedule. So hopefully early in the next quarter, we will get very, very close to the finishing line of this development, and towards the end of the year, I am very, very confident and hopeful for revenue generation. And finally, what I'd now like to do is finish off by having a look at the top 4 squeeze stocks according to Fintel. I'm going to be sharing with you the tick symbols, and the other thing I'd like to share with you is a quick update in terms of our weekly watch list. This will be available to the Discord members right now exclusively, so if anybody wants to get access to our exclusive weekly watch list of stocks where we've previously covered stocks such as MULN, NINE, GAFI, and also Mullen Automotive, as well as INDO, Indonesia Energy. So on the screen here, these are the latest 4 squeeze highest and most shorted stocks. So at number 1 we have GFI, also known as Guardforce AI Company Limited. So this has a short squeeze score of 99.59, and I think what's exceptionally interesting here is the borrow fee rate. So that is a staggering 171.47. They have a short float of 38.7. The short interest change has gone up 504.84%. So again, very, very significant there. And days to cover 0.3. So let's have a look at the other three stocks, which are the most shorted. Number 2, we have 9, tick symbol 9, also known as 9 Energy Services Incorporated. Short squeeze score here, according to the latest information on FinTab, we're looking at 98.24. Borrow fee is not as high as number 1, but it is significantly high. We're looking at borrow fee of 74.8, so very expensive for the borrowing of shorting this stock. Number 3, we have tick symbol NEGG, also known as Newegg Commerce Incorporated. Short squeeze score here of 98.17. And finally, we have the number 4, ENSV and Servco Corporation, tick symbol ENSV. In 4th place, that has a short squeeze score of 98.04. And the borrow fee rate is quite high. It's actually the second highest in the top 4. We're looking at a short borrow fee rate of 135.80. The float is 29.98. So there are many other stocks on our short squeeze on our weekly watch list. So to get access to them, details are in the description below. And thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.